Ian Reed, you've addressed him a number of times here on the show, and he's made his commitment.
Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard a little bit here today, but he Reed first visited for the spring game, got his offer then, back on campus this weekend. I've always kind of liked where Clemson stood with him. Thought they really came out of the weekend in really good shape with him. I was not expecting him to pull the trigger today. He still has some more visits lined up. I thought he would take at least one or two more. I didn't think it was out of the realm of possibility that he'd cancel them all, but that's exactly what's happened. He's went ahead and pulled the trigger today. A very high ceiling offensive lineman out of Austin, Texas, a four-star guy. Some of the services kind of split on him. I think some have him ranked somewhere in the top 300, others in the top 2. I'm not real sure. Like I've said before, I don't pay much attention to the rankings, but this is a guy with a very high ceiling, kind of continues what appears to be, Clemson's new offensive line coach, Thomas Austin, going for more size up front. Reed's 6'5", has the frame to, he's already hovering around 300 pounds, has the frame to carry more weight. And to me, that's a step in the right direction. I thought Clemson's been a little undersized along the offensive line against the better competition in the past couple of years. So I kind of like to see these moves. And they want to sign 3, possibly 4 offensive linemen in this cycle.
Jason, you're not a ratings guy. I'm not necessarily a ratings guy, but I'm not a recruiting guy, so I rely on the ratings first and foremost before I talk to guys like you. And, there's a bit of a discrepancy there. I don't think it's uncommon. You see this all the time. But if he is number 346 in the composite, which is, if you're not following recruiting, is the 3 major services, ESPN, 247 Sports, Rivals. They're 3 put together at 346. And 247 Sports, though, has him at 225. If they've got him at 225, he weighs out at 346 with all 3 included. The other 2 have him more in the 400, 450 range.
Exactly.
So there's a pretty good discrepancy there, a little bit more than you typically see, but I'll trust 247 Sports on this one. 27th rated offensive tackle. And again, if you're not into recruiting, 27th rated offensive tackle doesn't impress you, consider everybody needs 2 really good ones, and they really need about 4 good ones. And so if you're a top 20 or 25 team in the nation, you're talking 100 offensive tackles right there.
I tend to look at the offer sheet. Reed had 30 offers, Clemson, Texas, Alabama. When all those schools are offering you, all the big boy schools are offering you, Georgia offered. To me, that kind of tells the tale of what his potential is.
Yeah, Wisconsin knows something about offensive line play, too, and they offered.
Just a little bit. Yeah, they produce some pretty good ones up there.
Good stuff. Jason Priester here from allclemson.com on SI. Please join his work right there. And while you're at it, hit the like button. Helps us build the channel. Subscribe. Do all the good things to keep locked in here on Clemson football coverage.